Although it is all but confirmed at this point from all the inside credible rumors and leaks from WB that Rocksteady is back making another potential Batman Arkham game. And with looking back at the previous installments, showcasing a lot of missed potential and unincluded pieces of content, this makes me want certain features within an Arkham game, which is what I'll be covering today, which is my top 10 missing features I want to be included in the next Batman Arkham game. But before we get into the video, if you want to see more Marvel and DC-related content like this, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with more minor features, but necessary features such as the ability to conveniently change suits in-game. So far with the previous Arkham games, there's not a single game that allows you to conveniently and quickly be able to switch suits, like how Insomniac did with their Spider-Man games. Instead, games like Arkham City and Night, you'd have to back out to the main menu to switch suits, and in Arkham Origins, you had to go all the way back to the Batcave to manually change your suit. A small but effective feature like this goes a long way with enhancing your experience, which I hope the next Arkham game will potentially feature. Another simple but yet effective feature that should be added is the ability to freely replay a particular mission in the game. This again is a simple feature that I'd think would be beneficial, as unfortunately if you wanted to replay a certain mission, to re-experience a level to see a story beat, or wanted to do a particular boss fight, well, in the Arkham games you'd have to replay the whole story all over again so that you'll get to re-experience that part. Which is why I'd think if we got another Batman Arkham game that this feature is essential. Now here's one of the much bigger and expansive features I'd like them to add, which is the ability to have multiple playable characters that you'd get to free roam. Like what Arkham City did with Catwoman, I'd want them to build upon this premise with several characters, potentially members of the Bat family like Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood. The ability to explore the map with their own missions and quests to embark on and their own collectibles to find. This feature would provide significantly more replayability, as is not only Batman's journey you're exploring and completing, and with the unique mechanics and play styles that Rocksteady has shown in the past, this would be a much enjoyable and beneficial feature to have to help enhance the player's experience. Characters aren't the only thing they can add to enhance the open-world experience. As another feature I'd like is multiple ways to traverse the map. Now, of course, we have the ability to glide, grapple, and have the return of the Batmobile, but I want other ways to traverse, like involving the Batbike or even the Batwing, to also navigate the map also. Having this would allow more replayability, as it'll entice the player to have different choices to want to navigate the world of Gotham City. Now this next feature is a fun one, as I'd like them to introduce the ability to have custom challenge maps in the next Arkham game. This would effectively act as a game like Super Mario Maker, where you'd essentially leave the creative map design, mechanics, and modes up to the community to create fun, innovative experiences like their own rendition of combat, and Predator challenge maps with their own unique map layout, goals, and stipulations, but could also add new modes. This would 100% bring longevity to a brand new title, as now not only would you get the core experience to the game, but would also have endless of game modes and opportunities given by the community. Another great way to enhance the next Batman game is by incorporating a larger scale map that's significantly bigger than the likes of Arkham Knight's. This could involve new locations like Tricorner Island and Bloodhaven, but could also see the return of already existing locations like the 3 islands of Central Gotham, Old Gotham where Arkham City used to stand, and even in fully functional Arkham Asylum. The return of Arkham Asylum would actively serve like what GCPD did in Arkham Knight. When as you defeat common thugs, they'll get arrested and sent to the asylum, building up the inmate capacity. This could also actively serve as the place that you go when you personally apprehend a villain like Two-Face or Penguin. You'll personally escort them down to Arkham like you used to do in Arkham Knight. This feature would enhance the dynamic of feeling like the Dark Knight by immersing yourself in a much bigger and expansive world of Batman with new and recognizable locations to routinely act of your duty to clean up Gotham. To also build the immersion of the world of Gotham, I think another great feature would be accessible and changeable, dynamic weathering in a day and night cycle, as this will also build up the world and environment to Gotham City. Another feature that could be added is a full, explorable, and interactable comic-accurate Batcave, as well as Wayne Manor. The ability to have loads of deep-cut references to Batman lore and be able to solve crimes on the Batcomputer, invent gadgets, equip suits in a fully explorable Batcave that's linked to Wayne Manor, where we get to see the other lifestyle to Batman being Bruce Wayne. It'll also be cool to see the seamless dynamic of leaving the Batcave in your vehicle of choice to fulfill your duties as the hero would be a great feature to add. Another simple but beneficial feature to add would be to add more extreme modes that gives fans a real challenge if they so choose to, and could reintroduce game difficulties like I Am the Knight difficulty that resets your progress to the beginning if you were to die, and provides insanely difficult enemy NPCs to deal with. And finally, the last feature I think I'll be cool to add in a Batman Arkham game would be a dynamic crime system. This'll have organically created crimes throughout Gotham like muggings, gang wars, hostage situations, etc. That'll scale. Its difficulty, consequences, and the rate of the crimes depending of your response time, which will effectively bring true player behavioral responses, replicating the behavior of Batman in these situations. But what do you think? What features would you like to see in a future Arkham game? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.